Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are launching BK Beauty RISA'S Makeup Lashes. I'm so excited. So today I'm going to be sharing my tutorial on how to apply false lashes. This is how I apply them. This is how I learned how to apply them over 20 years ago when I went to my first basic training with MAC Cosmetics, and this is the way that I was taught. So of course, I've been doing this for 20 years. It works really well and easily for me. And I think that it's a pretty simple and practical approach if you're just applying lashes. But I also want to say that there are many different ways to do many different things. If you are watching this video and you're like, oh, well, I apply it with a tweezer, should I be doing it the way she's doing it? It really depends on what works best for you. If you're applying it with tweezers or lash tools and you're having difficulty or struggling, try another way. Maybe this will be easier. Maybe you have no trouble doing it the way that you're doing it now and you find that this just doesn't work. So again, I just like to say that because, do what works for you. This is how I learned. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward, simple approach. But again, when I learned, there really weren't like lash tools to apply. It was just your fingers and there you go. I'm going to show you how each style looks on my eye, so you'll be able to see all four styles on my eye. But I really wanted to show you how to apply both the half lash, which is what I have on now, the style Martini, and then I'm going to show you how to apply a full lash strip. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how I apply stiletto, because with full lash strips, you might need to trim them down the lash band. So I wanted to talk and discuss that as well. So I wanted to show you both a full lash strip and then also a half lash. I'm super excited about today, you guys. This has just been a long time coming. We've been developing these lashes for over a year. It's a really exciting day for us. It's a new product category to BK Beauty, which is exciting. And it's exciting to team up with Risa, because if there was anyone to collaborate on lashes with, she's our girl. She is so informative here on YouTube. She's a former makeup artist. She's the queen of glam. And I just love how she teaches her viewers how to glam it up at any age and how to do it in a practical, effortless way. So check out her video today. It is super thorough. I got a sneak peek of it. And she goes even more in more depth than I do in this video about how to apply lashes. And she's got a bonus at the end of her video. She has her mother, who is 70, I want to say, applying them on herself. So she gave her mom the lashes, asked her mom to apply them to see like where she struggled, or like, just kind of see how she would do. And then you can see her mom in one of the styles. So it's a really great bonus to the video. Okay, so lashes are live on bkbeauty.com. I'm going to have all the details in the description box below for you guys to head over there and check them out. Go give Risa some love. This is a really big and exciting day, and I'm just so excited to be here. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you need to do is remove the lashes from the carton and measure them for your eye shape. It's very likely that you'll need to trim the lashes to fit your eye shape perfectly. Most lashes are designed to be a little bit longer just so that they fit more eye shapes. If they were all designed to be a shorter lash band, then it's excluding a large part of the market. So you'll find that with these lashes too. I'm going to show you how to apply lashes using the stiletto style today. I wanted to show you how to apply them on a full strip, and then I'll also show you how to apply the Martini lashes, which is our half lash as well. So you'll get to see a full lash strip and then also a half lash. So I don't have any mascara or lash primer or anything on my eyelashes. I do have all of my eye makeup on. You do want to apply all your makeup before you go in with the lashes. These lashes are designed to get multiple use wear, but the best way that you're going to extend the life of your lash is to keep them as clean as possible. So you don't want to put them on and then go and apply all your makeup, then getting them dirty with makeup. You really want to keep them light and clean. I went ahead and removed the tray from the carton. Keep your carton and your tray. This is what you're going to use to house your lash in, but I do find that removing the carton makes it easier to get them out. Rather than going on and pulling them straight off, I find that just putting your thumb here and gently pulling them off is how I find that you can really remove them in the most gentle manner. So now I have the lash here. You can see on this particular style, there's a little bit of extension on the lash band on both inner and outer corner. That's a preference up to you if you like to remove it. I am going to remove the outer corner. When I trim my lashes, I always trim from the outer half. Lashes are designed to kind of follow and mimic natural lashes, and natural lashes typically are shorter in the inner corner, and then they get a little bit longer and fuller in the center of the lash line. So these are the same. So you're going to find that the longest lash is typically in the outer corner, and that's where you want to trim from. If you trim from the inner corner, what's going to happen is now you're going to start the lash line and that lash is going to be too long. So I'm going to start here. What I like to do is I like to just look straight into a mirror. I have a little Loves Ricky skinny mirror right here, and I'd slightly tilt my chin back a little bit. I'm not applying any adhesive to this. I'm just going to rest it on my eye to get an idea of what I need to trim. So when it's there, I can see that I definitely need to trim a few clusters off. I always like to be more conservative at first. So I'll trim a little, I'll go back and measure it. And then if I need to trim a little more, I'll do that rather than assuming and trimming off too much. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna trim off. You can see, do you see how it's just a little too long and it extends past my lash line? So I'm gonna trim off good like 2.5 clusters here. And I have these giant scissors, so I'm gonna keep them off camera. My little lash scissors are what I would recommend, but I could not find them today. So now I have the lash. I'm gonna go back in and try this, measure that, perfect. Oh, look at that, so beautiful. Okay, then I'm gonna go in and apply glue. I personally love the glues that you can brush on, and actually Risa turned me on to this style of glue and I really like it. It's the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I find that it is very nice for my sensitive eyes. It doesn't irritate my eyes at all. It is clear. It looks white when you apply it to the band, but once it dries clear. Now my tips for applying lash glue is you want to create a consistent amount of glue across the band, meaning you don't want it to be bubbly or chunky in one area and skip another area, but you don't want to apply too much of it. Now what I like to do is I like to apply it right underneath my lash band is where I like to, because think about it, you're going to set these and they're going to adhere right as close to your natural lashes as possible, so you need it to be right underneath that band. So I'm going to go and apply a nice little layer of this. And you want to give it, I don't know, 20 seconds or so to get tacky, maybe a little longer. You can also softly blow on them. What you're doing here is you're allowing time for that glue to get tacky and not so wet. And the reason you want to do that is when you lay it on the skin, if it's still really wet, it could slide around. This way, when you lay it down, it's going to stick and it's much easier to apply. You make less mistakes. So like I said, you can just kind of wave it around, give it just a few seconds. Now there are many ways to apply lashes. I'm showing you guys the way that I learned 22 years ago and how I continue to apply them. I know people like to use tweezers or tools to apply them, and I think if that's how you learned and that works for you, great. This is how I apply them. This may be easier for you. You might find that using a tool is better, but this is how I learned. So I hold it on the outer corner and I look down into a mirror. And I go in and I try and place one of the corners, whether it's the inner corner or the outer corner. I try and place one of them and I just gently set it. Now I let go, okay? My lash is not fully secured right now. I let go because what then I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm going to secure, like you can see this inner corner is not secured yet, but I'm gonna secure one corner and then go back and secure the other. Rather than trying to apply it and getting the whole strip secured at the same time, I just go in and secure each corner, and I'm being very gentle. I'm not pressing too hard, I'm being very gentle. This glue is wonderful, and like I said, once it gets tacky, it'll just adhere. You don't have to, put too much pressure. If it's not adhering right away, that means that it still is a little too wet. So what you can do is you can just kind of hold your finger there until it has time to get tacky and stick to the skin, which is what I'm doing here. Oh, these are so beautiful. This is such a beautiful style. It's got great length and some volume at the base, but when it gets to the tips, it's very light and wispy. Oh, I just love that. It's so easy. Look at how transformative it makes your makeup. I don't have a whole lot of eye makeup on my eyes, but because this lash is there, it just makes the makeup look so glam. We have bingo night tonight at my kids' school, so I'm gonna be showing up to bingo night, a little glamorous. Perfect. And that's it, you guys. It is so, so easy. So I'm going to go in and apply the other lash. Now, one way to measure the second lash is to kind of look at what you cut off of the first lash. I'm going to show you what I cut off the first lash. This is about the amount that was removed from the first lash. So I'll kind of use this as a little marker. You can even lay it onto the other lash and use that as like, okay, I'm just going to cut exactly the same length off. Your eyes might be slightly different in shape, but this is kind of a general little trick that works pretty well as far as getting them really even. Okay, so I'm going to show you the amount of glue that I have and where it's applied. So you see I have a nice thin layer of glue. So for me, I'll hold the outer corner on my right side, but when I work on my left, because I'm right-handed, I'll go and I'll usually typically place the outer corner first. I'll also use my forehead as a resting spot. If you feel like you apply them and you didn't get as close to the lash line as you think you should, no problem. Just give it a second again to get tacky and then go in and just kind of squeeze your natural lashes and the false lash together. Once the lashes are applied, then I'll evaluate if I need to apply mascara or not. Most of the time I like to apply a very thin coat of mascara to my natural lashes. A few reasons that I like to do this is to blend my natural lashes into the false ones, particularly if you have really straight lashes or very light colored lashes. You're gonna definitely wanna do this because when people are looking at you from the profile, they'll see your natural lash sticking out. Or if you have blonde lashes, it'll be pretty obvious because people will see them. So a really light coat of mascara will just blend them and lift them into the false lash. Again, you want to avoid applying too much mascara. You know, it's definitely going to limit the amount of uses that you can get out of your lashes. You know, if you just plan to wear them once or twice and you really want to glam it up and add a lot of mascara, by all means go for it, but just understand that that's probably going to lessen your usage at least one or two other times. So at this point, to be quite honest, I don't even know that I need mascara. Again, I just kind of evaluate if I need it or not. I don't think that I do need it. I think that I have the volume and the length that I want from this. I don't feel like I need to add any more volume, and I don't think that you can actually see my natural lashes, so I would actually skip adding mascara at this point. So again, these are the stiletto style. I'm gonna go and apply Martini next, and with Martini, you are gonna need to apply mascara, so I'm gonna show you how and why. Before we do that, let me explain how to remove your lashes. So the way you wanna remove them is find one corner. I usually will do the inner corner of my eye, and gently start to pull it off the eye. Since I just freshly applied these, they're actually sticking a little bit more, but by the end of the day, you'll be able to get it off a little bit easier. But just start by pulling one corner and peeling it off the eye. Don't try and go and pull it all at once. You really want to find one corner and gently peel it off the eye. Risa mentioned this in her video, and I want to reiterate this. Do this before you put any facial cleanser or makeup remover on your face. You don't want to have these on and then go in with face wash or, you know, makeup remover cleanser. It's definitely going to ruin the lash. If you plan not to wear them again, by all means go for it. But if you plan to reuse them, take them off first and then go in and cleanse your face. So again, find a corner. It can be the inner corner or the outer corner. I just like to see which one feels like it's going to remove a little bit easier. You'll find one side may feel a little more snug than the other. So always start with the one that feels like, okay, this is going to come off easily. It doesn't hurt. It's painless to remove. Just remove carefully and slowly. And again, start at one corner and peel out. Now, what I typically will do for after I remove them is I will actually put them back into my tray, and I will put them back in their carton. Carton insert units have a curvature, which is designed to help you keep the shape of the lash. You'll find different style of lashes, whether you're talking BK Beauty or any lash style. Different bands are going to hold their shape a little bit better than others. Thicker bands will typically have a really strong curve that doesn't really move. Thicker bands can also be a little bit difficult to apply because there's not a whole lot of give. Really flexible, thin bands, those might straighten out a little bit more, so it's definitely important to put them back on the little curvature here for reuse. And then I'll go and I will put them in my box, cover it, and they're good to go until I want to wear them next. When I want to wear them next, what I'll do is I'll just remove them the same way, and I will peel off the glue from the last wear with my fingers. It just comes off real easily. It's very sticky, but it also removes easily. If you kind of think of like rubber cement when you were a kid, remember that glue that was like real sticky, so it'd adhere, but then you could ball it up and it could come off real easily. That's similar to how I would describe lash adhesive, but these are ready to go for next time. Okay, let's talk about the Martini lashes. I have a feeling these are going to be one of the best sellers just because I think they're just a great everyday lash, and they're great for anyone, whether you wear lashes or you're just starting to wear lashes. They're so easy to apply. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to open my carton. I'm going to remove my little insert tray, and I'm going to use the side of my thumb to remove. It's so funny, like the way that I'm teaching you guys how to apply lashes, I very distinctly remember being taught this when I was 19 years old working at MAC Cosmetics, and I went to my basic training, which is like a training that they would send all the new employees to for a week. And this was how I learned how to apply lashes back then. I'll never forget this. I so clearly remember they taught me this. So I remove it with my thumb. Now these, I don't need to trim. They're half lashes, so they're only actually going to cover about half of my lash line, so there's no need to trim anymore. The longest part of the lash you want to put on the outer corner of your lash. So when you look at this, it's very clear which one is the right side and left side. So because this has the longest on the outer half, this is going to be on my right eye here. So same thing, you're going to apply your lash adhesive. Another question I wanted to address is, do you curl your lashes before applying false lashes? I personally don't. And the reason why is because when I curl my lashes, then they're gonna stick up and it's gonna be a little more difficult for me to get the lash onto my skin and onto the lash line if my lashes are then curled up and in the way. If you have lashes that point downward, maybe crimping them a little bit to give a little lift, that way they blend into the false lashes better, but only do that really, again, if you have lashes that grow down or are straight down. Otherwise, I personally never would curl lashes before. Now that I have this on, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna apply this right on the outer half of my lash. And I'm just gonna line it up to my outer corner, and then I'm gonna go in and secure it with my other finger. And once it's on, I'm going to kind of, again, press my natural lashes and the false lash together. And then I'm gonna kind of lift up a little bit. Same thing on the other side. I do recommend doing each lash one at a time. So put your adhesive on one lash, let it dry, apply that one, then go in and do the second. If you apply adhesive to both lashes, by the time you get to the second one, it might have taken you a little too long with the first, and then your glue's completely dry. So, little tip. These are so fun and easy to apply, and I really love these kind of as a bridge between using individual lashes, which look really natural, but they are much more tedious to apply, and I personally think a little bit trickier to apply than a strip. So this is between that natural or that individual lash and a full strip of lash. Then I'm going to go in and apply this one same way, and then you just want to kind of play with it. Pinch and squeeze your natural lashes to the false, and shape it. If you feel like it's been applied and it's going down a little bit, come back up and kind of twist it up a bit. So now I have the half lashes applied, but I don't have any mascara on. So you can see that, because I don't have really long lashes, you don't really see much where I don't have the false lash, and then all of a sudden you see a nice long lash. So I really want to blend this so that it looks more natural. So I'm going to take my mascara, and you definitely want to go with a mascara that's got some good length and volume, just so you can really seamlessly blend your natural lashes with this half lash. So I'm using Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I've really been enjoying this mascara lately. And I'm going to use the tip of it, and I'm just going to go in here and build on my inner half of my lash line, basically where my natural lashes are. So I'm not applying this on the lash strip, I'm applying it on my natural lashes. And I'm just taking my time to really build this up so that it just seamlessly blends into the false. Perfect. Look at that. So I'm gonna go and do the other side. I had these lashes on all day yesterday, and I got 3 or 4 compliments on my lashes asking what mascara I had on because they look so natural. It's not obvious that you have false lashes on when you wear these. You also might want to kind of fan out your natural lashes a little bit so you get a really full cat eye effect. And then I'm just going to do a little coat underneath the false lash just to blend everything in together. Isn't that gorgeous? So gorgeous. I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara on my lower lashes. I do feel like when you have false lashes on, you should add a little bit of mascara to your lower lashes. I mean, I wear mascara on my lower lashes every day, but I know some people don't like to put it on. It's going to look more natural if your natural lashes have more volume and length. And this is the finished look with the half lashes, the Martini style. And that wraps it up, you guys. That is my tutorial for lashes. Before we go, I want to show you how each style of lash looks on me so you can have an idea of how these are going to look on my eye shape. Head over to our website as well, because we have, between myself and Risa, we had 2 other models with different eye shapes, so you can see how they look on different eye shapes. So it's really important for us on the website to not only have Risa and I wearing them, but also have, models with different eye shapes so you could see, because they're going to look different on all of us. All right, so here is what the style Vegas looks like on my eyes. Vegas is an ultra glam cat eye lash. Of the 4 lashes, it's definitely the more glamorous one. Really beautiful, lots of drama, but very lightweight. Next up, we have Stiletto, which is a wispy layered volume lash. This lash is perfect for nights out, or you can even wear it during the day. It's got a lot of length, but the volume is really concentrated to the base. So when you get to the tip of the lashes, it's very light and wispy, and it looks just really light and beautiful on the eye. Again, it's a great daytime or nighttime lash. Next up, we have Dayclub, which is the one I've been wearing the most since I've been getting these samples in over the months. Dayclub is a really lightweight, fluttery, wispy lash. The band is super lightweight. I love the length length of these lashes. They offer a lot of length. They add a little bit of volume, but really what you're going for here is a soft, fluttery, lengthy lash. And last, you have Martini, which is the lash that I have on now, and I have a feeling that this will be one of our best sellers because it's a great lash for all, whether you wear lashes or you don't, but it's also great if you are just starting with lashes because it's really easy to apply and very natural. It's a half lash, super lightweight on the eye. It has a longer piece at the corner, so it really gives you that cat eye effect. So yeah, those are our 4 lashes, you guys. Again, thank you so much for your support with BK Beauty. We're so excited about today. I'll have all the information in the description box, and if you have any specific questions, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you, and I'm so, so grateful for you all. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.